You're watching News Tonight. Now, it did not seem strange when Chennai police branded auto rickshaw drivers as the most hot-headed group of people in the city. And now, to bring them under control, the city police have invoked the cooling powers of yoga. Our crime reporter Salim explores.
In the 90s, superstar Rajnikant's Basha painted a compassionate picture of the friendly do-gooder Auto Karan. That may have done a world of good for the image, but since then, much has changed. The people of the city no longer speak highly of the auto drivers.
In Madras city, they are talking in very harsh language, no?
Auto drivers, some persons are good. Actually, many of them are actually cheating us.
Now, what really has gone wrong with this bunch of people? Let's take the example of Tulsi Raman. He earns a paltry 6,000 rupees a month. He would like to live his life king size, perhaps like his much worshipped superstar. But his trade takes a serious toll on him.
Traffic tension,
The mercury is rising, and so are the number of complaints against auto drivers in the city. And perhaps to help them cool off, the policemen decided to organize a yoga workshop for the auto drivers, hoping that it makes a difference.
The auto drivers, and we are getting a lot of complaints from the public saying that they overcharge, they harass, and they don't take them. All these complaints we are receiving.
Yeah, because of breathing, we first make them calm and quiet.
To begin with, the city police have roped in trainers from the Art of Living to organize 90-minute sessions for 4 consecutive days. And if this experiment bears fruit, they intend to make it a regular feature. In Chennai, with reporter Salim, Avinash for NDTV Hindu.
Well, just hope all that yoga cools down the fares you and me have to pay. Well, moving on, a group of policemen in Perambalur are helping to rehabilitate a boy who was sold by his parents. The boy sought refuge in a police station after fleeing from a farmer who had bought him.
10-year-old Manigandan's dream of becoming an educated man was shattered when he was sold by his family to a farmer for 6,000 rupees. But he decided to flee and sought refuge in a police station in Perambalur, where the policemen adopted him. His education is now being taken care of by an inspector.
பையன் வந்து மாதிரி கஷ்டத்தை சொன்னான். நாங்களும் விசாரித்தோம். விசாரித்து அதுக்கப்புறம் அவன் சொந்த ஊருக்குலாம் அவன் ஆள் அனுப்பி படித்த ஸ்கூல்லேருந்து சர்டிஃபிகேட் வாங்கிட்டு வந்து இங்கே தனியார் பனிமலர் ஸ்கூல் இருக்குது, அங்கே வந்து நாங்கள் வந்து ஹாஸ்டலில் சேர்த்து விட்டோம். ஃப்ரீயாக படிச்சுக்கிட்டு இருக்கான். 1 இயர் ஆச்சு, நல்லா படிக்கிறான். லீவ் நாளில் போனால் காவலர் தான் வந்து எங்கள் ஸ்டேஷனில் தான் இருப்பான். இங்கே காவலர் எல்லாருமே அவங்கள சொந்த பிள்ளை மாதிரி பார்த்துக்கிட்டாங்க.
For Manigandan, the police station has become his second home, and he is very happy growing up there.
எனக்கு தாய் வீடு அப்பா வீடு எல்லாமே இதுதா. அதனால் இனிமேல் நான் எப்பவுமே இங்கே தான் இருப்பேன். நான் படித்து பெரிய எஸ்பி ஆவேன்.
ஒரு பையனை வந்து பெரம்பலூர் ஸ்டேஷனில் இருக்கவங்க எடுத்து படிக்க வச்சுட்டு இருக்காங்க. காவல்துறை வந்து பொதுமக்களோட நண்பன்கிறதுக்கு எடுத்து கேட்டால் பெரம்பலூர் ஸ்டேஷன் அமைஞ்சிருக்கு. ரொம்ப பாராட்டக்கூடிய விஷயம்.
The humanitarian act by the policemen has not just given a new life for Manigandan, but it has also brought fresh hope to an entire neighborhood in Perambalur. With reporter Vanilla, Avinash for NDTV Hindu.
Well, men in khaki there with a heart of gold. Now, youngsters depending on their parents for pocket money is a thing of the past. Today, many youngsters are now turning to online trading to make a quick buck. Sania Farooqi reports.
Ajay is a young dynamic RJ in Chennai and loves his job. He plays your favorite songs, interviews your favorite actors, and after working for several hours back to back, he still gets excited while planning his next radio show. But when he's not busy doing all of this, he takes time out to pursue his next passion, and that is online trading, a trend that is catching up amongst youngsters.
Akshaya Tritiya is coming, so we bought gold BES. Instead of buying physical gold, you can buy gold as an online trade gold, and that now that Akshaya Tritiya is coming is definitely going to increase. So we're waiting for the right time to sell. So that's how you make some quick money.
In Ajay's case, it took him years to actually start trading on his own. But today, even students with little knowledge of trading are learning and experimenting on their own to get short-term benefits.
Because of this only I got MBA Finance. In MBA Finance I learned a lot. I want to invest more. I want my company to become a holding company.
But experts warn that youngsters need to know the risk factors in trading, and only experienced ones can choose the right stock for a smart investment.
Only seeing the last 2008, 2009 scenarios, one can expect always A category, the large cap stocks like Reliance, SBI, these kind of stocks will recover faster than the mid cap or small cap. So to avoid your money, to avoid the risk, go with these kind of probably the large 100 stocks from the market capitalization.
So when it comes to trading, especially for youngsters, financial literacy is the key word. After all, it is not about how smart you are, but how much exposure you have when it comes to mastering the market. With camera person Lucas and Raja, Sania Farooqui for NDTV Hindu.
Well, and the director of Madras Stock Exchange, Mr. Venkateshwaran, earlier joined my colleague Sania Farooqui.
Well, joining us for the discussion is Mr. Venkateshwaran, Director, Madras Stock Exchange. Thank you so much for joining us. So, like it said, that it's not about how smart you are, but how much exposure you have when it comes to mastering the market. Young students and graduates are now getting into online trading. So, how risky is it for them to start investing?
Yeah, there is risk in the market. So, it depends. That is why you are getting more higher returns than what you get in a CD or a savings bank account. So everything is dependent on your goal. What is the goal you set for yourself? Whether it is a long term, you plan for long term investment, or it is short term. So if it is a long term and you put your money in long term for 3 to 5 years, then history tells that risk is non-existent. But if you plan and invest for short term, you indulge in short term trading, you get higher rewards, but you also risk your money.
So what would you say are the benefits of short trading?
Yeah, in short trading, contrary to popular belief, it gives you opportunity to de-risk yourself at very short span of time. So, and protects your wealth, So you plan entry and exit in a short time so that you are safe from market volatility and so on.
Also, now the markets have been quite unpredictable in the past, and these youngsters who are experimenting without any prior experience or knowledge, what would be the first steps that they should take when they start investing in, especially online?
Yeah, especially on online, youngsters, I would advise them to learn what is the basics of investment, basics of stock market, and they have to know some basics of economics, politics, and other events which affect the market, then psychology, then traders' psychology, what are the factors that affect the market on a day-to-day basis, on a short-term basis, on a long-term basis, and sector-wise, what are the sectors which are doing well, and so on and so forth. And basically they have to plan and learn before they invest. They have to know what they are doing before they enter the market.
All right, thank you so much. So planning and learning is the key for online trading.
Well, time for us to slip into a short break. Coming up on the other side, the Tamil Nadu women's hockey team is feeling neglected. We tell you why. Stay with us.